She frequently expresses a desire to work, yet it seems to me that she has already worked sufficiently. Surrounded by individuals who constantly affirm her decisions, they contribute to perpetuating this situation. It's overwhelming, and I'm unsure of our current position.
She always talks about how she wants to work, but I feel as though she's worked enough.
She has people around who are yes people and allowing this to continue.
This is all too much. Go! Bye! I have no idea where we are.
It appears that Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Jr., has reached his limit regarding his mother being exploited by her court-appointed guardian. He is actively opposing the guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, and is considering taking legal action against her. It's rumored that Sabrina has been exploiting and manipulating Wendy to embezzle her assets, with the tipping point being Sabrina's unauthorized sale of Wendy's valued New York penthouse at a grossly undervalued price. Additionally, allegations suggest that Sabrina has been neglecting Wendy's basic needs, sometimes not providing her food for days. Kevin Jr. is determined not to let these offenses go unchecked. There are whispers that he's preparing to challenge Sabrina's guardianship in court, seeking to liberate his mother from this situation. Brace yourselves for significant drama ahead, as Kevin Jr. is ready to fight tooth and nail. Now let's turn our attention to Wendy Williams, as there are some seriously concerning developments. Wendy has been out of the public eye for some time and isn't earning as she once did. Normally, this wouldn't be a major issue, given her long career since the 90s and her expected substantial savings. However, it seems that may not be the case. Since the release of Wendy Williams' documentary, fans have been anxiously awaiting positive news about her recovery, but unfortunately, the updates are far from positive. In fact, her situation seems to have deteriorated. Wendy's son points to her court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, as the primary source of her troubles, accusing her of exploitation and financial theft. Wendy's difficulties began in 2021 after health issues forced her to leave her show, and her situation has only worsened since then. It escalated to the point where her bank, Wells Fargo, sought legal action to have her placed under a conservatorship, arguing she was mentally unfit to manage her finances. The court approved this request, placing her under the guardianship of Sabrina Morrissey. According to Wendy's son, in an interview with The Sun, Sabrina is pursuing her self-interest by mistreating Wendy and misappropriating her funds. He expressed his concern about manipulative actions taken on behalf of Sabrina, which he believes Wendy would never consent to if she were in her right mind. Despite the pain of seeing his mother exploited, he emphasizes the importance of her well-being over financial gain, stating, "Ensuring she is okay as a person is what matters most." Kevin's deep affection for his mother is evident, and he is deeply troubled by the exploitation and manipulation she is suffering. He also criticizes the prioritization of her earning income over her health, which he believes is entirely inappropriate under the circumstances. He also claimed that individuals were exploiting her vulnerability due to her drinking habits, stating, "There are plenty of people who clearly recognize that she has a problem with alcohol and understand how this issue could be addressed. However, I believe these individuals are exploiting the situation while letting it unfold, thereby making it appear as though they are not the instigators. Even if they aren't the ones providing the alcohol, they are certainly facilitating her behavior by encouraging her and effectively giving her the go-ahead to drink." However, her son was not the only one voicing concerns. Her brother also sounded the alarm. When it became known that Wendy was considering starting a podcast or filming a reality show, her brother was outspoken. He accused Sabrina and Wendy's team of exploitation, pushing her to work despite her not being mentally fit. He exclaimed, "This is not a woman who's in a state to launch a show. Why are you even here? Can you not see the condition she's in? Does she look like she's in a state to start a podcast of all things? She's not. Whatever they end up doing, it's going to be a sad affair. I don't hold Wendy responsible for any of this. I just want her to recover. She's not well, and for that, I can't be angry with her." Additional reports surfaced that Wendy was being isolated from her family, And the situation deteriorated further upon the revelation that Wendy was liquidating her personal belongings. An insider disclosed this, saying, "Wendy has been reaching out to people to assist her in selling all her possessions. She's asking for recommendations for services that can handle the sale of furniture." The insider further noted that as she prepared for her move, she was exploring options to list items from her home, potentially including her iconic purple chair among other treasured items. Indeed, we gained a first-hand understanding of the severity of Wendy's situation through her documentary, which was an eye-opener. From the beginning, it was evident that Wendy was not mentally stable. She started by admitting she was broke and had nothing left, clearly indicating her struggles with alcohol. She was placed before a judge and assigned a guardian, at which point she was taken away from us. "I have no money, and I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it can happen to anyone." As her family, we were all just bystanders, watching helplessly as she desperately sought help. "Did you drink all of this today? Just leave it there, okay? Just leave it there."
She was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us.
I have no money, and I'm gonna tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you. As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
In the documentary, her son further expressed his belief that the guardian, Sabrina, was failing to protect Wendy. He felt that Sabrina was leaving Wendy exposed to further exploitation. "I feel like the guardian has failed to adequately protect my mother, my life, my world. Right now, she's fragile and susceptible and needs to be surrounded by people who won't exploit that vulnerability. I have no friends. Do you realize how many people come out to support you?"
I feel like the guardian has not done a good job of protecting my mom.
My life. My life.
Right now, she's weak and vulnerable, and she needs to be around people who aren't going to take advantage of that.
I have no friends. You know how many people come out to support you?
Interestingly, back in 2022, Kevin Hunter, who was formerly married to Wendy, made accusations against Sabrina Morrissey, the appointed guardian, accusing her of exploiting Wendy. At the time, his accusations weren't taken very seriously, primarily because he himself had financial interests in Wendy's wealth. He recounted, "When Wendy was in rehab, these people suddenly stopped the flow of my money. They've attempted to financially starve me. I earned that money, and I won't let them just take it away. I know Wendy's not well, and she's surrounded by individuals who are exploiting her situation, including this so-called guardianship." However, the revelations in the documentary about Wendy's condition were so alarming that it sparked an outcry among her fans for further clarity. Subsequently, her sister and niece disclosed more details. They described how Sabrina had been isolating Wendy from her family, stating that any communication had to be mediated through Sabrina. Wendy's sister, Wanda Finney, remarked that the last time her family had seen Wendy was back in 2021. She explained, "While in Florida, not only family but doctors and professionals from Wendy's work circle were involved. There was a complete health team, including nurses, which indicated she was recovering." Wanda further emphasized, "Beyond anything, Wendy needed her family the most. Forget the financial aspects. All I care about is knowing that my sister will survive and thrive. Our primary concern has always been about her health." Meanwhile, Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, highlighted how the guardianship had enforced stringent controls, including mandating Wendy to call her family from a blocked number, thereby preventing any direct contact. Alex added, "Throughout birthdays, holidays, and family illnesses, we couldn't reach her. There was a time when our grandfather was hospitalized, and we couldn't even inform her about her 93-year-old father's condition." The situation took another grim turn when it was revealed that Wendy